Welcome to Inside the Paint, an inside look into all of the action of the British Basketball League. We're in the business end now of the season, and all the teams are fighting to secure their spots in the playoffs. So make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the action. I'm Jeanette Kwakye. I'm joined by two of London's finest, Ovie Soko and, of course, Jordan Taylor. And Jordan, you've had a busy week in Europe. You've had a busy time in general with the team. How are you resting and recovering? And thanks for fitting us into your schedule as well.
Yeah, it's been a busy 4 months, to be honest with you. But this is the main event. I came to see y'all, so
really?
I'm just blessed to be here with y'all beautiful people. I'm glad y'all having me. You know?
Do you believe him?
The bars, the words. You know, it's got way with words. The gift of the gab, so to speak.
Ovie, you know, the playoffs are fast approaching, and I think a lot of the teams are really looking to that now, and you can see the antes going up.
Yeah, 100%. The energy's lifting up. The teams are really trying to, you know, the guys at the bottom half of the table trying to squeeze their way into the top half. And then, you know, the top half guys are trying to stay consistent. Got to keep winning these games. I think the Surrey Scorchers, they're a team that's starting to come into their own. And, you know, some of the teams at the top are struggling a little bit. Gladiators had 2 rough games, 1 win, 1 loss tonight. But, yeah.
You've been batting for Surrey Scorchers, haven't you? Every time you do mention that.
Aye, man. That's the dark horse. That's
yeah,
why, you know.
You do. You have been. You've been consistent.
Stop struggling. I thought you was about to take another jab. What you?
No.
Okay. I was just checking. Okay.
Well, before we start, let's take a look at what's tipping off this weekend. We need to talk about the selection of the Great Britain squad. Earlier this week, Dan Clark, the general manager of Surrey Scorchers, spoke to the league about assuming the role of GM for the British team and about their goals for the 2025 Eurobasket competition. And this QR code, if you have a look there, it will take you to the feature. Now, they're currently going through the process of selecting the team, and we'll be sharing that list soon. The roster will be made up of 12 players, only one of which can be a naturalised player. And a naturalised player is someone who's obtained a British passport after they turn 16. In the meantime, the public have been sharing who they think should make the squad from the British Basketball League. Ovie and Jordan, I know you've both picked your starting 5 from the league. And Jordan, you're going to go first. Who you think should be in that team?
Yeah, I went back and forth, so I'm taking my guy, GB General Luke Nelson. I'm taking Patrick Whelan, the sniper, at my 2, Mo Salawade at my 3, Jamel Anderson, the vet, at my 4, and Josh Sharma. Are you coming out of retirement? Are you retired? You playing? Okay, I'm going to go with Josh Sharma, naturalized in my 5 then.
Okay, yeah. So solid 5. Ovie?
No ad-libs.
What about you, Ovie?
I went with Luke Nelson at the point guard. You know, he's played for GB. He's got the experience. Pat Whelan, you know, he's coming into his own, showing his game is expanding, been a sniper. At the 3, Mo Salawade, when he comes ready to play, he's dangerous. At the 4, Aaron Rye, that's my naturalized guy. He's a high IQ guy. I think that gives you 4 guys that can push on the break, that can play very interchangeable through those positions. And then Gabe Olaseni, the boring old head. I feel like he's effective. He's what you need. You need the experience. And then, you know, the connection between him and Luke, they've played together for a while.
You know, only you can say that. No one else can say that and get away with it. Absolutely. I mean, but actually, Jordan, there's so many exciting talents in the British team, aren't there? And there's so many to pick from. It's such a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a great problem to have, especially with naturalized guy. The talent of the league has come up tremendously this year. You have guys like Aaron Rye, who I didn't mention, who easily could go and play in that competition. And then guys from outside the league, too, who were here last year, like Jelani Watson-Gale and guys like that. So it's fun to see the development of British guys. And
I bet it's probably an experience as well to be part of that GB setup. What was that like, actually, Ovie, when you were on the team?
It's come a long way since I was old. Nah, I'm joking. It was good. It's always really special to be able to represent the country, to, you know, meet up with that group of guys and try and build on, you know, what the sort of previous generations put together. And I think just with the talent level increasing and, you know, the league getting better, I think, you know, GB basketball has a bright future ahead.
Okay, fantastic stuff. Well, the British Basketball League will keep you updated once the GB squad is announced. And make sure to subscribe to the channel and let us know what you want to feature in the lineup. Well, this Friday night, it was a battle to see who'd be king of the North as the Newcastle Eagles hosted the Caledonia Gladiators. Let's take a look then at what happened. And it was all about fast breaks as the Newcastle Eagles aim to stretch their bogey team status over the Caledonia Gladiators. And that's exactly the tone they set with the vet, Darius Defoe, spearheading that early charge. And the Eagles racking up fast break points and sharing the spoils as Caledonia desperately tried to either keep up or slow down to suit. And they did swing momentum into a 5-point game at half-time. But it was that shift in pace. It was better suited to the Gladiators and quickly pulled the scoreline back to 2 points halfway through the third. And they kept that energy, taking the third quarter on points despite the efforts of a hard-working Jordan Johnson. But it was the fourth where the Eagles upped the ante even more. Back-to-back three-pointers for Ricky McGill on the way to 30. Would this be enough to see the result through? It was indeed. The Eagles continue to be that bogey team for the Gladiators. 105-93. The North belongs to Newcastle. I mean, what a game for Newcastle. It just goes to show, doesn't it, Jordan? They can just come back and be consistent in their play.
Yeah, when they play their style of basketball, get up and down, turn teams over, fast, share the ball. I believe they had 25, 26 assists. They're very tough to beat.
Yeah, they are tough to beat. But for the Gladiators, again, that's going to frustrate Gareth Murray, isn't it, Ovie?
It will frustrate him, but I think they need to go to the drawing board and maybe tweak a couple things because they've had 2 games now where they've got off to a very slow start. Last game against Bristol, they were able to come back and win, but that was a home game. When you go on the road, you can't afford to come out slowly. You have to come out prepared, ready and focused, and they weren't able to do that tonight.
They weren't able to do that. But let's take a look at where that leaves us then. Some of the results of the week already. Kind of this Thursday, London Lions, they took on Sheffield Sharks. Well done, JT. 84-73, 102-81. That was Leicester Riders taking that win against the Plymouth City Patriots. And then, of course, the 105-93 of Newcastle Eagles. And we can look now at what that means for the league. The London Lions, of course, still up there. But would you look at that, Cheshire Phoenix overtaking the Caledonia Gladiators, and the Cheshire Phoenix are going to be absolutely riding high, especially off the back of that trophy win. Sorry, Jordan. But for them, it just does go to show, this is important. This is important for them to be able to win it and move it forward. You're laughing.
I just love the way
I just have to say it. But you're my friend, and I feel bad that I have to keep on talking about the loss. But anyway.
Are we friends?
We are.
Are you staying? What's going on?
We have even more action coming your way this weekend. On Saturday, the Surrey Scorchers and the Plymouth City Patriots will tip off for the final time in the regular season at 5. And then following this, the Bristol Flyers will host the Cheshire Phoenix at 8 o'clock. And Bristol haven't had the best results, have they, recently, Ovie? It's not been great for them.
It has been a rough road for Bristol. I think they started off pretty well, but, they got hit by the injury bug and they lost a lot of guys. And there's been a lot of movement in that roster, and they struggled with consistency. And I think that's what we're seeing on the offensive end. They rebound well. Everyone knows they rebound well. But on offense, when you don't have consistency, it is hard to be productive.
Yeah, and Jordan, actually, these teams have only met once, and Bristol came out on top just narrowly by 4 points. But a lot's changed maybe since then, since that game.
Yeah, as you've mentioned 70 times tonight, Cheshire's riding on a high. They're the trophy final champs and riding on a high, rightfully so. They're playing really, really high level basketball. You could talk about any Aaron Rye, LaQuincy Rideau, Skylar White. Cam Christian's one of my favorite players in the league. He led them in scoring throughout the trophy. So they're looking like one of the best teams in the league for sure.
Yeah, they're doing well at the minute. But on Sunday, we have 4 more games tipping off, starting with the Manchester Giants hosting the Newcastle Eagles at 3 o'clock. The Sheffield Sharks will play against the London Lions for the second time this weekend at 3 o'clock. At 4:30, the Bristol Flyers will be hosting the Surrey Scorchers for both teams' second game in 2 days. And to finish off the weekend, the Leicester Riders will travel to take on the Caledonia Gladiators. So we are joined by our commentary team of Todd Harris and Ant Rowe. And Ant, what are your predictions for this one?
Well, they're coming off the back of a tough loss down in Newcastle, the Caledonia Gladiators, but now they're back at home. Their home court is a fortress to them. They're currently 9-3, so they're a lot better in front of their home fans on Scottish soil. Leicester Riders too. It's a long trip up to the north border for them as well. So I do worry for them there. They're coming off a home win against the Plymouth City Patriots as well. So maybe their hunger's not going to be quite as there. But no, we're all tossing and we're all wrestling now for positions now to get in that top 3 spot. Leicester Riders have a really big opportunity here. If they can secure a win up in Scotland, they'll put them in good stead.
And these teams are quality teams. These teams were in the semifinals for the trophy this year. Didn't quite get there, but they're certainly the top of the table. As Ovie talked about, these are the dog days of the season where you really want to push yourself towards the top as you get ready for the playoffs and show your form.
That's it. And all you've really got to measure against is the past performances. These two clubs have played each other twice this year in league play. 1 point win up in Scotland last time, the winners for Caledonia Gladiators. Now back down in the Midlands for Leicester, it was a home court win for them, so the one and one apiece. So there's not a lot separating these two teams. And as you say, the dog days now of February, it really is crucial now that clubs start forming together and prepare themselves now for the latter part of the season.
Yeah, Jeanette, everyone looking to see how Teddy Buckets likes the North.
It might be a bit cold for him up there. We shall find out. But that's all from us. A massive thank you, as always, to Ovie and to you, Jordan, too. So please don't forget to drop a comment below, letting us know what you think of Jordan and Ovie's GB starting five. And make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the unbeatable action. And we'll see you next time. It's goodbye for now.